What's up everyone, it's Ojh. We're back at it again, and in this video we're going to talk about the Hallows End event, which is right around the corner, and there's a Blizzard sponsored giveaway for you to get your hand on 500 gold, so stick around till the end for details of how you can get involved in that giveaway. Now, the channel has been a little bit quiet, there's not been loads for me to make content on recently, and I've been having a slight bit of a rest, and you might be able to hear that I've not been very well, still not 100%, but Hallows End event is round the corner, so let's hop in to what that means to you and everything that you need to know, really. So the overview of the event then starts on October the 16th, runs through till November the 5th, a 3-week event celebrating Hallows End in Warcraft Rumble. For each week, there will be a different main featured reward, which I'm going to come on to shortly. So this is the first of a limited time seasonal events. There's going to be a special dedicated map for this, so you're going to earn minis, power them up, you know, kind of the usual stuff, special challenges, reward trees, all the stuff that we've been used to in the game for, well, forever really. There are going to be some minis that appear in this which that you're not going to be able to own, that they're kind of minis that are just part of this event. Whether they come into the game in the future, I don't know, but again, we're going to cover them as well. And one of the minis that we can get our hands on is the Headless Horseman, but it can only be acquired and only be leveled up during this event, which may well be a little bit controversial, because if you miss out, then your next opportunity to get the Headless Horseman is, I don't know. So, you know, I'm sure that's going to divide opinion. I'm not sure that that is the best way to go about this, given, you know, Headless Horseman's a, you know, a pretty cool mini to have in the game, and if you miss out, then, you know, that's not maybe going to feel all that good. But, you know, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on that. The Dire Batlings then are coming into the game, collectible mini inspired by the Dire Bats that are ridden by the Undead class in World of Warcraft, and there's going to cover those. They've got a few stats on there about the cost and the squad and all the rest of it. We're going to cover that in more detail as we go. And at the bottom there, Headless Horseman, as I've said, is a mini, not a leader. So it is a mini that's coming to the game. 5 gold, single target, and all that jazz. We will get onto that shortly. So the rewards then, each week of the event will have a different rewards tree that you can work your way through. You know, you complete your challenges, get your rewards, get your tickets, and then there'll be different things in there, be it tomes, different unlocks, and all the rest of it. In week 1, the main thing that you're aiming for is the Undead Kobold skin. The Kobolds needed a bit of a facelift for a while, and I think that skin does look pretty cool. I'm all about cosmetics. Bring more cosmetics into the game, more kind of achievements, more all that sort of stuff. It doesn't need to be power based stuff. Cosmetics will do for me. Week 2, Dire Batlings, so you can unlock the Dire Batlings for those who haven't already unlocked them, because obviously they were released into the game in error about a week or 2 ago, and I think they've kind of been locked again, but you'll get them back or whatever. But anyway, for anyone who's not got them, you unlock Dire Batlings in week 2, and then you'll be able to continue like leveling them up from that point on, and then it'll go into season 10. For anyone who doesn't unlock them during this event, they'll be available to everybody from season 10 onwards. In week 3, the Headless Horseman mini himself will only be available on the grid and from tomes and offers and all that jazz during the Hallows End event. So if you don't get him during the event, then you're not getting him. And when will your next opportunity be? I really, really don't know. So that is it. Get either, you know, if you snooze, you lose. Now, there are 3 different reward trees, 1 for each week. I don't think they are going to be kind of released ahead of time. Your tickets do roll over from week 1 to week 2 and then into week 3, so you can kind of accumulate them. The word from the dev team is that you will be able to earn enough tickets to unlock every single reward on every week. We have fed back that For people wanting to save up their tickets for something that might be in the week 2 tree or the week 3 tree, where you won't be able to necessarily know what you're saving for, because I don't think those trees are going to be available to you ahead of time. You'll just kind of get to week 2 and the new tree will appear. I don't think that that's a great feature because, well, why would it be? But I think that that's the way that it's going to be. But anyway, you should be able to unlock enough tickets to unlock every single item on all of the trees. So, you know, if you play enough, if you complete enough challenges, then you'll have no problems. Anyway, with regards to the challenges, again, it's going to be the standard stuff, the standard challenges that we've come to know and love. And like I say, there's going to be tomes, gold, you know, unlocks for leveling up these new minis, and so on. And then there will be a purchasable bundle, or probably bundles, as we go through this 3-week event. And then one of the main things you're going to be able to get from that is the Hallows End tower skin on the right hand side there, which I actually think looks really, really cool. So if there is, I've not spent any money on the game for a while because I wanted to see the kind of state of the game and how things were going. But for that pumpkin tower skin, I could be tempted because I do think that looks pretty funky. So the weekly custom modifiers, as again we've come accustomed to, is there's going to be something different for each of the 3 weeks. So in week 1, we have got to defend against spooky bosses. So there's going to be Stitches, Motherfang, Blind Mary, Rattlegore, Morladim, and Blood Mage Thalnos. In week 2, Werewolven have infiltrated the lands, so be careful. But each day there are limited time minis to help. So it looks like there's going to be 5 of them. So we've got the Bone Bomb that converts affected enemies into stationary skeleton mages and converts them from enemy units into our units. And we've got Oh My God, so morphs affected enemies into stationary defenseless pumpkins. Then after a certain amount of damage, the minis return to their original form. Pumpkin Spice is a bloodlust effect. The Witching Tree spawns a petrified Onu, so you'll be able to spawn minis at that location for a time. And then finally the Plague Bomber, which is like the Plague Farmer on steroids. It does extra damage, extra attack speeds, and the pumpkins have a burn as well as a poison. And then finally for week 3, the Headless Horseman is attacking Darkshire, so you're going to defend the town for 5 minutes, and you're going to have some of the limited time minis in your army to help you out with that. So another defensive one, building on from the Ysera heroic battle, which, to be honest, was a bit of a challenge. So let's see how difficult that they have made the week 3 of this event. But let's look at the 2 minis that we're going to be able to acquire from this one, starting out with the Dire Batlings. I'm not going to go through every single bit of this, but essentially they are a cheap flying squad that do single target melee damage. They've got 3 talents as always. They've got Soundbite, so on attack, the Direbats will attack the one nearest enemy mini as well. Midnight Call, which means to get stealth on a kill. And finally, Guano happens. Shit happens. So periodically drop a pool on the ground that poisons the first enemy mini to touch it. A couple of notes on there around the range of the soundbite. And on the Guano happens is that the bats will drop that between 8 and 20 seconds of their kind of deployment or their life. So that the deployment of the guano drops, the deployment of the poison is kind of staggered, rather than it happening at 8 seconds for all 3 of the bats. So they'd all drop it at exactly the same time, and then you'd have a period of no poison. What they're doing is they're doing it so that those pools of poison will be staggered throughout the bat's life. So that is the Dire Batlings, and the main event of the main event of the evening, the main man in the event, Headless Horseman, undead, 5 gold, 1550 health. That is, for reference, as a 5 gold mini. That is very, very similar, just a tiny bit less than Drakisath, and a little bit more less than Cairn. So going to be fairly tanky. Has got 2 attacks. Has got a single target melee attack, and then has a pumpkin toss as well, which has got an AoE effect to it. Talents: Decapitate on kill, it's got Bloodlust for 5 seconds. Night Watch, remain at the deploy location, attacking enemies who approach. So a bit like the Ritual of Rhyme, I suppose, on the skeletons, just stands still. And then Nay Death Experience, so at 40% health, heal back to 80% health, and briefly stun nearby enemies. Ability has 1 charge, so not quite Cairn's Resurrection, actually just going to do that boost when it's still alive. So that is it. That is everything that I know about the event. Now, the Blizzard sponsored giveaway, as I said at the start, for your chance to win 1 of 4 prizes. There will be 4 winners, each getting 500 gold. All you need to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video, and then in the comments, I am interested in your thoughts. Is the game improving? I'm not trying to suggest that it is or it isn't or whatever. I just want your opinion. Is the game heading in the right direction? Let me know down in the comments. The giveaway is live from the moment that this video goes live. It will run through until Friday the 18th of October at 8 PM UK time. So I think we're still in British summertime. So 8 PM British summertime. Get yourself involved. Subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Let me know down below, what are your thoughts on the state of the game at the moment? Is it heading in the right direction? That is everything that I know about the Hallows End event. If there's any more information that comes, I will let you know as soon as I know. If you're not already, please get yourself subscribed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.